Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Tuning in. I'm excited to do this video because I am finally breaking out a worksheet that I haven't yet used this year. And well, I say this year, I only created it probably about a month ago, but I did put it in my library of free printables if you're interested. And we are going to fill out for May and June. So that's pretty good. I'm excited to start this so we can look back and see progress. So this is a year in financial review. To me it sounds very serious and it is serious, but it's supposed to serve in an ideal situation, for me at least, as a one-page description, snapshot, whatever you'd like to call it, of your entire progress for the year. So income, fixed expenses, variables, and how much you had remaining. So in an ideal world, we may even account for sinking funds here, but I don't necessarily think that that's 100% needed on this particular sheet, because for me, I would like to keep that separate. Because you never know what's going to happen with your sinking funds. I don't think that's a permanent thing. However, your fixed expenses that you spent in May, that's a permanent number. Your variable expenses that you spent in May, again, that becomes set in stone. But I think sinking funds are a little bit more subjective. So for me, I'm going to keep mine separate and I'm going to keep it off this sheet, which allows me to have enough writing space as well. So there's 12 months on here. As you can see, it's the entire calendar year. It's got the year above there. So I'm going to be doing this every single year because I just think it's a really handy tool. All right, so we're going to start with May, and I did a couple crazy things in May because I was really hell-bent on paying some things off and getting them off my variable expense or fixed expense, however you want to categorize it, payments list. So I had a couple of credit cards that I was using. They were 0% interest. One was for Bank of America and the other one was for Ashley Furniture. And I was making some pretty hefty payments on both of those because there's a time limit on the no interest period that they offer. So I always try to pay, an excessive amount so I don't end up kind of scrambling at the end to pay it off before the interest is charged. So I decided to take money out of savings, and I actually used some of the money, or maybe I used all of it, I can't remember now, that I put away for sinking funds, and I used that toward my payments. So I had to take money out of savings and everything else. I just couldn't handle the stress of it. I don't know why. I had plenty of time. I was up to date on payments. There was no problem. It's just psychologically, it was just weighing on me. And to be honest, it was just taking up a little too much of our monthly income. So I just didn't like it. But we're probably going to be in the same boat pretty soon because we're getting new windows. So I'm going to use the remainder of that offer from Bank of America. It started out at 15 months. And 15 months, no interest on new purchases. So I'm probably going to be taking advantage of that and using that to pay on whatever money we don't have in cash on our windows. And then I'll probably end up making some hefty payments or taking it out of savings. I really don't know. It's just stressing me. I really have a hard time with debt, not because we don't have the means to pay it, because at this point I don't think that we really overspend or mindlessly spend any longer, but it's because psychologically it just weighs on me because it took me so long to pay off the incredible amount of debt that we started out with when I started this channel. And it was just hard. And I just don't want to be in that position again if I can ever help it. I've definitely learned some lessons and I've definitely changed my habits. So I think in the perspective of things, that's the best outcome I can ask for. But I just don't want to ever be in that situation again because I think that's what started poor health, and being low immunity and because of stress and my anxiety and everything, I can just almost look on the calendar according to our financial health and my physical health, and it just goes hand in hand for me. So I don't know, I think that there's something to that, and now I'm trying to, now that I've dug myself out of the hole in credit card and home improvement debt, now I have to kind of, you know, we have to dig ourselves out from the mortgage situation. I mean, we're in an okay situation, but it's just a lot. So I have to concentrate on myself now, you know, because in my mind, I don't know if we'll ever have a house completely paid off, you know, given our age and, you know, just, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think so, but I've also learned that you can't really, you know, predict everything that's going to happen in your life or where you're going to be at. To be honest, I didn't think we'd be in the house that we're in now. I never anticipated that before, maybe 2 years ago. So I don't know, it's hard to say. So you kind of have to roll with it, and you have to do the best you can, and you have to take care of yourself in every stage of the game. And I think that's important, and that's something that I wasn't doing. So for June, we had 98, 55, 51. We had 42, 27 in fixed, and we had 31, 17, 55 in variables, and that left us 25, 10. However, we did put 20, I think we added 24.50 to sinking, I'm pretty sure, and then I had like $60 left over. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look, even though I literally just did a recap. Let me see, minus 24.50, yeah, 60.65, okay, to the penny. So that's what we did. I love when things work out like that. So as you can see, we had a remaining of $15.99 in May, and that was a really good month for us because my husband's commissions were pretty good. And I ended up putting $1,500 in sinking funds in May, or savings. But again, I ended up using that and then some out of our savings, our actual savings in the bank, to pay off that Bank of America and to pay off that Ashley Furniture credit card. So I am going to choose two colors. I'm going to choose this pink, and I am going to choose, I kind of want a light blue, but I'm not really seeing that. Let's see. I don't want to do like, I guess I could do this periwinkle. And I'm going to give every month, I'm going to color it differently every single month as it's completed. So for May, I'm just going to color in with my dual tipped Tombos. Oh, this is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I say that because the darker it is, the more evident and apparent your mistakes are. Like, look what I just did. Oh well, whatever. At some point I'll probably redo this whole thing, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I thought this was going to be something fun for us to go over together, and if you are interested, you can download this for free as well, and you know, see what your months are looking like. And I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see at the end of the year what the best month was, and you know, how you managed your money for that. I am not doing what's considered a zero-based budget any longer. I used to. So if you go back in my videos, I have tons of budgeting videos. Like, I want to say my first one, well, it was just a long time ago. I'm going to have to go back and look, because I think that it was close to 2018 when I had the enormous debt. And I think it was shortly after that I did my first video. But if you go back in my videos and, you know, have a look at the way I've done things, it's pretty similar to what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to get the same kind of habits, and I'm trying to do things the way I was because it worked really well for me, but I'm also trying to improve. I'm constantly trying to improve my situation, my processes. Is that processes? What is it, guys? Process. I don't know what how to say oh God, I can't even think, just forget it. Oh my gosh, I am just struggling today. it's just been a day, you know what I mean? But it's good to look back and try to constantly improve on what you're doing, because I don't think that any of us can do anything quite perfectly, but we can try. You know, you can constantly work it, you know, toward perfection. But is it gonna ever be perfect? No. Like life, I think your budget is always going to have its ups and downs and everything, but we're trying, right? We're definitely trying. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope some of you ended up getting this cover when I posted that it was back in stock at Office Max, Office Depot, because it's such a good one and it has served me for years. And if you're looking for something that is not only durable but also looks nice, in my opinion at least, this is a really nice one to get. And if you're looking for any of my supplies or anything that I've been using, I'm trying to add things as much as possible to my Amazon storefront, and I do have that link below as well. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for being here, spending time with me, and I will see you guys next time.